Isn't every game hurting yourself? Right? Phrasal? This is phrasal. You can figure out all the words of the items in the background and the sayings they have in the books. Phrasal? Imagine in the future there will be phrasal universalis, which is basically a huge open MMO of phrasal. Imagine that. Where you can build your own phrasals, you can solve other phrasals, you can change phrasals, you can level phrasals. Yes. Where's my mouse? Where is my mouse? There's my mouse. Do I need my mouse? Maybe. Phrasal Battle Royale. That would be interesting. You know, there is a game out there called Textorcist, which is basically a bullet hell game where you have to control a character actively with your mouse or movement keys, whatever. But at the same time, you have also to input words to actually fight enemies. I have that game. I'm not gonna play that game because I know I will hate the game, but the fact that this game exists is proof enough that we can have a phrasal battle royale. Can't distract myself with work anymore. It's too late. Too late to apologize. Too late. Anyway. There's Lucas. Why do I even go to the right? There's no reason to do that. I'll miss the view. I'll miss this view. Why is the light switch for the entire kitchen in the middle of the kitchen? That makes not much sense. Yes, I question the logic. Of non-essential questions. Hi there, Lucas. Lucas, I will turn off this light now. Okay, there's no getting away from it now. You can do this. Hey. I miss Hey. Hey was such a good thing. Hey, you're doing okay? No, not really. Yeah, that figures. Anything I can do? Let's just talk. That's all I want. Okay, sure. Now? Yeah, now. Sits down. On the topic of light switches, our light switch for the toilet is located 10 centimeters above the stove. That seems like a shitty placement. Dot dot dot. Did you eat yet? I picked up a beef wrap from the gas station on the way home. That's not really a meal. Not really, no. I could make you something. I'm fine. Are you sure? Yeah, that's what I said. How was work? Oh, you know, nothing like being put back in the exciting world of traffic. At least it's only temporary, right? Everything's temporary until it isn't. I think I'm beginning to realize that more and more lately. Me too. Yeah, I'm getting that. So, what was it you wanted to talk about? Lucas, I'm not happy. I don't think I have been for a while.
Alright.
No, I see. Do you know why? Let me ask you a question. Are you happy?
Ooh.
Aren't you? You were at least. I think we were both very happy. Lucas, are you happy? I have my up and downs, same as anyone else. I'm trying to be, I know that much. Trying to be happy isn't the same as being happy. That's what I've come to realize. I'll come back a bit soon. Did you like the whole world dating session? Yes, it was very funny. Just how long have you felt this way? A while. It's the article, isn't it? The fire. So you're okay with me talking about it now?
Yeah, yeah.
Renee, I was always, you just brought it up a lot during dinner, when going for walks, while laying in bed. It just got to me after a while, okay? Why? Why did it get it to you? I don't know. Maybe it's because whenever you bring it up, you make it sound like it's my fault and my problem. But something I did, something I caused. I don't want to be blamed for shit I can't control all the fucking time. I haven't blamed you for anything.
Mm.
Certainly feels like it. For the whole ordeal with the fire, the cops, and now our relationship too. Can we just backtrack a little bit? This is all getting to be a lot to take in. Backtrack?
Ugh.
There's just I still don't understand some things. I don't see why this is happening. Why would you want to just end things like this? If you got questions, ask them.
Alright.
I just ask you to be patient, okay? I'm trying to keep it up. I'm trying to keep up. I'll try. Alright. Okay. Let me put it like this. Is it something I'm doing or something I'm not doing? Both, I guess.
Ah.
Well, it's a mighty diplomatic for you. You ask. What I'm doing so differently then? We just don't see things the same way. This article again, isn't it? Shit, Renee. Don't know what else to tell you. I don't see what you see, and I think it's unfair of you to expect me just because it's so clear from your perspective. But here's the question, Davamir. Do you speak woman? You could at least respect my perspective, not just tolerate it. I do, though, don't I? No one does, not even women. To some degree, that is correct with the last part. If you do, I need you to show it. How else would I know? Oh my god, I managed to do good things. Fine. Yeah, sure. I'll be more wary of making that respect more known. I'm sorry, Rennie. Thank you.
Ah.
What about your parents? Do they know about this? Imagine how they would take it. They're not going to like it, no. I can't control that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, you can. Stay. We can figure this out. Work it out together. I don't know. I think we're past that point by now. You think, but you're not sure. There's a little bit of hope still left in you. I know that. There's so hyper aggressive choices here. I tried for so long to make it work, Lucas, but only now. But only now are you offering to do your part.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll change, be more aware, listen, and all that. That's easy. We can handle that. That's easy. That's why I haven't done it until now. No, we aren't handling anything.
Ah.
How about we sleep on it? You're not asking what I think you're asking. Oh, okay. Look, I know we've been distant. That's on me. Lots of work, lots of exhaustion. Maybe we all need is just to, I don't know, rekindle the spark we once had. Well, it's basically clear that she definitely wants to end this. She already made up her mind. Well, some people work like that, sadly, a bit soon. No, I'm leaving tonight. Tonight? And where are you going to go? None of your business. No, it is definitely my business. I'm responsible for you, and if you run off, with nowhere to go and end up dead somewhere, that's on me, legally. He's really desperate, yeah. No, it isn't. You're being ridiculous. Yes, he is ridiculous. Like, he's not legally bound for the safety of his wife. It's just a marriage. It's a contract that exists on paper, you know. It doesn't say like, you're responsible for the safe being of your partner. Therefore, if you fail that, we can legally put you in jail. That's just not how it works. No, it isn't. You're being ridiculous. Look, wherever you end up by the end of the night, call me. Tell me where you are, just so I know. Why is he so afraid? It would give me the feeling of like, oh, only our apartment looks nice, but outside is slums. In that circumstance, I would be like, okay, I get it. But that's not the thing. Yes. That's exactly what happens. Not here, but maybe in America. You don't get to tell me what to do. Listen, I see where you're coming from. I don't think it needs to be as final as you're making it. Wait for him to continue. Well, you know there's counseling for this sort of thing. Therapy. You hate therapy. I know, I just figured that, well, if that's what it takes, I'm willing to try it. It's too late. Please, Renee, consider it. I'm sorry, Lucas. It's over. That's it? For good? Yes, for good. Yeah. I'm sorry, Lucas. I know it's hard. Do you really? Because from where I'm standing, you seem a lot more certain than me. I've had time to think. I didn't realize I was supposed to be thinking. No, thinking, it hurts me so much. Since childhood, I'm suffering from thinking. Those intrusive neurons, that virus that infected me when I fell from the tree back then. All I wanted was an apple, but then, now, I'm suffering from thinking, and it hurts me every day, Renee. Every day. Live and learn.
Yeah.
Renee, I love you. Say nothing and leave. As he continues to stare at the oranges in front of him and sipping his tea or coffee. Renee oranges. It's like Assassin's Creed oranges. No, he was still in the same animation of drinking his cup. Eli Abbas, the dick side. Dick side. Radio says they're on their way. Should be less than 12 hours now. Who is? What voice did I give him? Even deeper voice. Okay. I didn't see it. Who is they? No idea. But if they're going to be bringing something back from the outside wall, it's probably someone at the top. Or above. You know, like in our bed. We are not high level, and they send us. Yes, but nobody said we're coming back. What voice did I give him? I don't remember. What are you talking about? Like, no. What are you talking about?
Huh?
Do you follow the scripture, Eli? The scripture, Eli? Religion? So good. It's good for you. It makes you pay money to the church. I don't follow anything I can't see. I can appreciate that. Growing up in West End, it was always comforting to believe that, no matter how bad things would get, the shepherd was watching over us. I'm beginning to think that might not be the case anymore. Are you familiar with the story of the sighted skeptic? Oh no, are you trying to convert me? Hardy har har. Can't say that I have. What's it about? Years ago, long before the creation of the wall, the shepherd would scour the wasteland, guiding lost followers through the mountains towards the promised land. It reminds me of this older religion where people believed a similar thing. The path was treacherous, and the elevation so high that each follower would inevitably become blinded by the sun, forcing them to rely entirely on his voice for guidance. Yes, and that's why we have the saying, follow someone blindingly following someone. Following blindly someone. Why didn't the shepherd also lose his sight? Because the shepherd has glasses and is not a fool, unlike his followers. That seems awfully convenient. I mean, where did he get the glasses? Did they have shops back then? Yes, they did. And they got a good deal on it, like 50% off when the shepherd came by. So he was really happy about that. Fair enough. Once they reached the city, the shepherd promised to guide them towards the ocean. You know, first blinding them, then throw them in the ocean, but before that ripping off their arms so they couldn't swim, where their sight would be restored by the healing waters of the great blue sea. Yes, because the shark tears in the ocean have healing properties. Convenient. One year, a follower named Mika was so afraid of losing his sight, even temporarily, that he covered his eyes with bandages in advance to protect them from the sun's ray. This is a good recommendation, especially for people who go skiing in winter. If they would just bandage their eyes, they wouldn't deal with this problem of reflecting sunlight from snow, and we would all be safer. Smart man. Once the flock descended from the highest point of the mountain, where half of the people died up there because the air is too thin and they were not used to the altitude, Mika began to remove his bandages. Finally able to see, Mika became acutely aware of all the dangers that surrounded them. He started screaming words of warnings to his fellow travelers, causing them to doubt the shepherd's calm directives, leading some of them to misstep and tumble down the mountain towards their death. But it's okay, because that helped the poor animals to find nourishment and survive, because sometimes they have also small animals they need to feed. Shake head sadly. Their scares caused Mika's warnings to become even louder, even more hysterical. Even more followers began to lose their footing and began to fall. Desperate to stop this carnage, the shepherd marched towards Mika and struck him with his staff until he fell unconscious. And then he continued to do it because he likes ground meat for his next meal. Yes, as he deliciously... Stop it. With Mika silenced, the followers were soon able to continue along the path, following the shepherd's calm and trusted voice towards the city, where their sight was soon restored and the rest of their days were spent in health and prosperity. What happened to Mika? It's believed that Mika remains at the top of that mountain to this very day, where he screams into the void, too paralyzed by fear to move forward. Wouldn't Mika be dead by now? Of course not. That's stupid. The mountain gives nourishment and sustains Mika's every need. Every need. It's not to be taken literally. It's more of a parable, a lesson about learning things that betray the common good. Go on. Well, much like Mika, we have now seen things that weren't supposed to see, which makes us a liability. You're talking about the artifact. Okay. Not exactly. Though that may be part of it. I'm talking about leaving the city. That we know what it's actually like out here. But there's nothing out here. I mean, besides the artifact. How many people can you name who have returned to the city after leaving it? The shepherd. The shepherd. The shepherd isn't a person. He's the shepherd. And you don't even believe he exists. The shepherd is inside you. Just like... Never mind. You believe in him, though? I did. I mean, I do. It's just the scripture also claims that the outside world is completely unlivable. That's the core tenet of the scripture. Even the strongest and most well-equipped among us would perish within days, if not hours. We've been here 6 months, Eli. There's no danger, which means there must be another reason why no one has come back. Well, they all tripped and fell into this pool of syrup I created over there. How about you, Jorge? Step forward. Someone's stopping them or something. That's what I'm thinking. This was supposed to be a suicide mission. Everything we've been told about the world beyond the wall says that. And yet, HQ is completely unfazed by the fact that we've been out here 6 months. They've even given us enough provisions to last a year. It doesn't add up. What's the reason? What reason would they have to eliminate us? We don't know anything. This is just a theory, but here's what I'm thinking. Back in the city, we are pended. We pended. It's like penne, which is edible, comes from Italy. So we became Romans and conquered things? I really don't understand the word penned. I never heard of that word ever before. But I guess he explains it in the next sentence. Back in the city, we're penned in, cornered, easy to control. The apes own all the land, so we have to do whatever they want just to borrow a sliver of our families to sleep in. Scarcity is key, Eli. If people knew there was a world outside the city, a safe, dusty, perfectly normal world with space enough for all of us, the entire system would collapse. It's all about control, Eli. It's what apes have been doing for millennia, centuries. for 2025 years before us. Waka 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 waka. Anyway, it's free real estate. So what? This is all about control. Free real estate? Pen is derived from pen. Pen is a small enclosure. Ah, okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not a farmer, so I don't even know these words. Waka 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 waka. In a way, if you could leave the city and start your own thing, wouldn't you? No, I love the city. That's only because you were born in the Science City, gifted child to gifted parents, brought up in a block where the apes actually look after you. You never had to struggle. You don't really know how bad most of us have it. True. And welcome to the explanation how to be successful. First thing they're gonna tell you, everybody can be successful. You can do it. One day you could be rich. Easy. Except they are not telling you that A, you won the birth lottery. You were born into a wealthy family. Therefore you will inherit all the wealth and be good off. Good job, motherfucker. Next, we have, let's see. Oh yes, you made a company and therefore you use this company to use cheap workers to make products, underpaying them, treat them like shit and oppress them so you make maximum profit. Yes. Was there a third option? No. If you just work hard, you can make it as well. Being up with us all assholes up here, the 1%. Yeah. Where we have so much money that we don't even know what to do with it. And that's why we die usually from an overload of fucking cocaine. Man. Anyway, back to realism. Don't condescend to me, man. You live in Science City too. I worked hard to get where I am. They allowed me to move into Science City. So, for a short while, yes, I lived in Science City. Past tense. By that logic, so did I. Let me ask you something, Eli. Why do you suppose you were assigned to this detail? Probably because I don't have a family yet. No attachments. And no one to ask questions. My parents would ask questions. You need to stop deluding yourself, Eli. No team has ever come back from behind the wall. We are on a suicide mission. For an outsider like me, this was always going to be the retirement plan. That's just how Science City works. But you're still young, connected. You must have upset some really powerful people to get assigned a detail like this. So what happened? I may have mentioned that a new drug's side effects outweighed its benefit to the CEO. an investor meet at an investor meeting. Whoops! No capitalist like that. Shepherd's staff. Pretty gay when I think about it. You're the reason they pulled the funding of Legoshi? I heard that instead of curing depression, it just caused so much abdominal pain, test subjects would beg the doctors to save their lives, and they figured they could market it as a restoring the will to live. Cool. It's Saw, the drug. Have you ever felt depressed? Losing the will to live? Everything is meaningless? No problem. You have watched Saw, but that's too complicated and takes too much time and has many episodes in Saw that are literally bullshit. So therefore we have a shortcut for you. We made this drug. Yes. It's called Legoshi, TM. It will make you want to live again. It also made patients confuse their dreams with reality, and not in a fun way. That's basically why Friday the 13th actually happened in real life. And so did Freddy Krueger. Well, I have to get going now. Have a good rest of the stream. Okay, thank you for dropping by a bit soon. Have a wonderful rest. Bye-bye. Well, shit, Eli. Yeah, I was thinking you were some stuck-up Failson? Failson? Is this an English word? Because it sounds French. Yeah, thinking you were some stuck-up Failson. And it turns out you were a hero this whole time. Not a hero. They're still planning to release it next quarter. Well, either way, it proves my theory. We're both beyond expendable in the eyes of the HQ. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't kill you already. So, what about you? What did you do to land this assignment? I got old, Eli. Don't you understand? When you get old, you're getting thrown away. It's far easier than sending people to a home or taking care by your own family or live on your own. It's so much easier. You can take old people, throw them into the incinerator and make some energy out of them and sell the rest as food. Not as glamorous a reason as yours, but with my retirement coming up, I suppose the number crunchers realized a detail like this would save them on pension. Wouldn't be the first, definitely not the last. Good old HQ, always looking after the bottom line. Oh, funny. Smoking some money. Yes. Sounds about right. So, it looks like we've got 12 hours left together. How do you want to spend it? I wanna rip off my clothes and burn myself with this fire as I run screaming into the wasteland and go like, oh my god, buy my product. What did you say? What? Let's find a way out of this. I was hoping you would say that. So what's the plan? How do we fight this? Let me guess. They consider to let let Venom go wild. Mm. Is that good or bad? I wonder. I wonder if you mean actually my voices in my head or just the voices I'm making for those characters. Which one will it be? Tell me, enlighten me. How do we fight this? The first one is not going to work. The second one can work. The third one is not going to work. And the fourth one... it's 50-50. I mean, let's face it, this is bullshit. They will just kill them because they have unlimited scientists back at home that just can keep studying it. That is not very convincing. You don't make the discovery of the century and then say like, yeah, we killed it. Like, that can happen, but this is not the thing. Do you think random scientists can kill executioners? Well, you can be as professional as an executioner. You have never the advantage against people in panic. Enough people have proven that with simple tools in a jungle, for example, they can take out professional, experienced, educated soldiers without a hassle. Village people can take out well-trained soldiers. So, I wouldn't say that people are not able to kill someone who is professional. It just depends how they do it. It's basically asking like, you learned how to fight Kung Fu. That makes you efficient fighting someone else with Kung Fu. If you fight someone with a different fighting style, you're most likely gonna lose because you do not know how to deal with that. And I didn't say like this is the only option. I just say this here works as well, but it's a 50-50. Just saying. It's the good old saying, if you push someone in the corner, they become unpredictable, right? They didn't need to have an education or profession to actually murder someone. They just react by instinct and whatever they come up with. Sure, but consider this. Like, they find this, right? And why are they sending people out here? Like, sure, one way to get rid of people, but you also have to think in a capitalistic way. It's like, why sending people out here with all this equipment and stuff and make them dig and make this just a cover up? Seems extensively stupid, right? Wasting time, equipment. It would be easier just to take those people, kidnap them, bring them out here and shoot them in the head and be done with it. It's much more efficient, right? So, they definitely are looking for something. Otherwise, they wouldn't put the effort on making those expeditions. Well, I'm going with this. What if we made the artifact really agitated or agitated? That way they would be afraid of being left alone with it. Otherwise I would choose this, but I'm going with this. Yeah, it might work. Then they would need us to come back with them to keep it under control. Could buy us some time and maybe a bit of clout. I'm waiting, clown. Voice. I'm waiting, clown. We'll have to be convincing, though. I don't see any other option. Let's do it. Alright. Now, they'll probably go through the entire site to make sure we're telling the truth. So we'll need to make sure everything on site sells the idea that the artifact is dangerous. How do we do that? We'll need to make sure our journals, research materials and the artifact line up with the expertise we're trying to sell. Any contradiction to our story could kill us. Gotcha. Alright, go get everything in order. I'll be here keeping the fire going if you need me. Just standing here being useless. Will do, thanks, Jorge. You're the protagonist, after all. The what? What? Why are the journals out here? I should let Jorge know what the plan is before I get some rest. Nobody said you should lie down. The young must do the walking. And the young say the old should also do the walking, because walking is one of the best things you can do in older age for your health. Duh. Yeah, take that. This are? I cannot let that stand. I'm sorry. This is a minor spelling mistake. This are. Maybe these are. That I could accept. These are your personal thoughts from the last 6 months. Every peaceful moment in the tent captured here. Every last doubt and worry put down into words. Do I have to read really through everything? The first entry that catches your eye is the one you made in the morning of the discovery. It describes your concern and excitement about the future of your work. The next entry of note that you find is far more colorful. Written in the morning, before you begin experimenting on the artifact in the colors of red, green, and blue. A paragraph of the entry seems almost thankful to HQ. The wastes were clearly as hostile and lifeless as you were told they would be. What? Where was it? That makes no sense. Why is he thankful to the HQ that he is in the most terrible environment ever? Huh? I don't see why we would tear this page out. It basically says, oh, the environment is hostile and lifeless. That's not bad. The next part of the same entry specifies which one of you were the driving force behind the experiments. You, which is more or less true. I guess this is the decision. Who is getting more asked about stuff? Me or Jorge? Let's keep reading. Next page, still from the same entry, contains some choice words regarding the HQ, mostly about their ineptitude. Well, guess we're gonna rip that out. Don't want HQ to be... What if Jorge is playing you by letting you do most of the stuff clueless? You never know. Pressing your thumb against the gutter between the pages, you slowly tear out the page in question. Keep going. The next few pages are blank. There's room for a few more entries, or at the very least one for tomorrow morning. Playing 4D chess. Can I go through the journal again? Review the journals again. Okay. Blah blah blah. Keep reading. Read it. Okay. The paragraph of the entry seems almost thankful to HQ. No, we left that. Okay, that's basically all we can do here. Even after some time and after all your experiments, you still aren't used to it. To think that so much of your life is centered around this strange ooze-like thing. Something within you shudders. The discomfort is unavoidable. Take a closer look. You catch glances of the creature inside the pod as it sways lightly to the side, as if watching you. Observe it for a moment. As you lean in, the humming emanating from the pot swells. It begins to drown out your senses and your body begins to feel tense. Your moist. Oh, wrong game. Sorry. Let's give in to the sensation. You begin to perceive cracks in the humming, ranging from irregular to something oddly rhythmic, as if a language is being spoken, as if you're being spoken to. Keep observing it. You start feeling the onsen. The onsen, yes, you feel the onsen? I wish I could feel the onsen. You start feeling the onset of a pounding headache as your vision blurs ever so slightly. The creature inside begins to move and slowly covering the glass window. It undulates gently, almost beckoning you towards it. Oh, cool, I can release it. Back off. Increase the pressure inside the pot. I still wonder if it's agitating or agitating. It's agile. I would say agitating. Do it! No. It's far more interesting when it breaks loose when the other people are here and everybody dies. Increase the pressure inside the pot, agitating it. Twisting the valve, the creature does the same. It folds over itself, solidifying. Thin black pseudopods lash out at the glass. It's certainly agitated now. Leave it alone. Research. The research rests heavy on the makeshift workbench. It's almost monolithic in size and importance, and you hesitate for a moment before opening the ledger. The spine lets out a satisfying crack. Crack, man. Read your entry. Starting with the day you set out on this expedition, the ledger has been regularly updated with notes and results of your work at the dig site. The entries themselves are granular in detail, amounting a read that isn't particularly interesting for the uninitiated, using complicated words to make me sound smart. Continue reading. Towards the very end, however, mentions of the artifact start appearing. One entry in particular catches your attention, being 10 times longer than most of the others. You wrote this on the first day of your experiments. Big brain time. Continue reading. Your conclusion was that the artifact was too dangerous to bring near civilization, and that it should be kept at a safe distance. The rest of the entry specifies how such containment could be achieved and mentions a small team of scientists being relocated outside the walls, led of course by you and Jorge. See if there's anything else of note. Nothing else catches your eye. If anything, The collected information in this ledger could be an incredibly handy guide for any future excavations of this type. After all, the two of you have made every mistake conceivable, as well as learned how to correct them. Nothing else could guide any future conceivable, as well learn how to correct them. Yeah, whatever. I don't think it said conclusion, and now it says like research, but then again, if we destroy the research, because the research also has the instructions how to change the different state of the creature, so therefore these informations are missing now, which makes us the only ones able to change the state of the creature. You can't help but feel a little sad as you tear page after page from the ledger. Eventually, the central conclusions have all been removed, with the only thing left being notes and updates leading up to the climax that no longer exists. Nothing else catches your eye. If anything, blah 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 blah. Close. Do we need to do more? Is there anything I need to do in the cave? Colder than usual tonight. Colder than usual tonight. Almost too cold. Too cool for this world. Darkness or not, that place couldn't look any less inviting. But wine? I think there's nothing here. The little box. Run, you fool! Bounce, bounce.
Oh.
How's the prep coming? I think everything's ready.
Ah.
You sure? Actually, now that you mention it, I left the stove on in the city. Give me a moment. I will be never back again. Yes.
Ah.
Good. Then it's just a matter of time. Go get some rest. We'll need to be at our sharpest when this visitor arrives. You coming? I'd like a few minutes to gather my thoughts. Besides, someone needs to make sure the fire goes out. No, the fire is secured. You can go to sleep. Gotcha. Good night, Eli. Good night, George. Mwah. What was that? What? I always like to sleep on his bed. Act 3 done. Clarissa Bloodworth. The Bloodworth estate. She's age 27. Oh, sex. Okay. Oh, not sex. Oh, it's a statue. I get it. Who would think sex? Too much hell of a buzz. Carlo. Carlo was the father. You dirty. Oh, I'm sorry that I live. Ho, ha, her, her. What? He only had a small text so far. Because they're my fucking people, you brat. I own them. I own? Sees a statue of sex. Look, it looked like an actual character, not like a statue. Okay? You brat. You brat. I own them. I made them. Same as I made you. And I can undo any fucking one I like. Wow. What a caring father. But father, why are you so caring? Jesus. They're my fucking people. I own them. I made them. He made them? So he's like banging every girl he sees, so they produce people he can use for his what was it? What was it? Not crime, syndicate. I assume that's her. You don't own anyone, you're losing it, and everyone can see it? Who's talking there? I ain't losing shit. You're either fucking high or drunk, and definitely out of your fucking mind. Start your own organization, your own syndicate. Don't be an idiot, Clarissa. You idiot. It took an idiot to fuck up everything Grandpa worked so hard for. I'm rebuilding it from scratch.
What?
The fuck you are! You spoiled little shit. Are you going to... What? Are you going... What? You spoiled little shit are going to go... You spoiled little shit are going to go home. And you're going to shut the fuck up and stay there. Yes, now I told her I'm good father. Brat. Oh, yeah, okay. Still, she doesn't seem like the type. But she's also a polar bear, so that's that. No, you're going to pay attention, whether you like it or not. If you don't go the fuck out of my sight right now, I won't be responsible for my actions. Oh, I hit my finger on this. That hurts to some degree. Where was I? It's not going to be nice, Clarissa. Polar bears are killers, so is every single animal on this planet. Yes, do you think pigs are nice? No, they feed on flesh if they want to. Ba, 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 ba. You can bully me, Daddy. You haven't been responsible for anything. That's your problem. That fucking does it. I'm going to have you to teach you a lesson, you little shit. And you will sit down here, you fucking little shit. I will get the educational book and I will read you the story of math. Yes, math. Something to learn there. What the fuck are you talking about, Dad? Are you on drugs? What the shit? Reach for a weapon. Hey, that's all you got? You really think you can take me down? You brat? Just you wait. I'll show you. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Is this her on the left side? I'm really confused. I know the dad is on the ground, but is that her? God damn. She looks good in a suit. Your leg is broken. You're not showing anyone anything. You think I care? Think I'll give a shit? I'll strangle you with broken arms if I have to, bro. He has a funny voice. Very well. I'll break them next. The fuck did you just say? Oh, talk, just like me. That's what you are. Just like me, a pathetic little fuck. You get one lucky shot and suddenly you think you're some kind of contender. Just like your mother, that bitch. Shut your mouth, you don't get to talk about the emotional moment. Beat collar. Whoops. Fuck. That's all you got? You even hit like your mother. Like a weak little motherfucking dumb whore I picked up from the street. Mark my words, Clarissa. It's going to end the same way for both of you too. I will kiss them goodnight. Why do you think she tried? Why do you think she tried to leave, huh? It's you. You're a fucking monster. And you think you can be like that? Do what I do? What I did? You lack conviction, Clarissa. Just like her. There's a reason men like me come out on top. We don't run. Yes. Alpha predator feeling. Holy shit. He's such a fucking sexist. Man, he's just another person I want to remove from this existence. You're right about one thing. You're not running anywhere. Your wounds are aching. Oh, cool. Who put you up to this? It's fucking Clemens, isn't it? Spineless fucking coward. Didn't even have the backbone to do it himself, did he? That's who you're listening to? Dies. No, I make my own decisions. It's bullshit, especially in the UK. When you go there, it's everywhere on the airport. It's fucking disgusting, just like you. You didn't get this far on your own. You're not clever enough. You do not have a brain. What do you think? You're a girl. He's helping you, isn't he? Playing you like a fool. Just like me, I'm a fool. There are good people in this world, Dad. We're not all like you. That's what you call yourself? Good? Good? Do good girls kill their fathers? Do men betray their brothers? No, we only kill females. They are there to make us a sandwich, go in the kitchen and breed us new breeds of people that we can use. Brothers, fuck girls. That's the only thing they're good for. Holy shit, I'm such a bad shit asshole motherfucker nobody wants on this planet. Face it, Clarissa, you and my idiot brother are not different. At least I stand for my conviction. You two just fucking lied to yourselves. Pathetic. I stand for my conviction. Both of them. And the longer one. What the fuck are you talking about, you dumb idiot? Beat him. At least the game tells me that he's surviving only one more strike. Arg. Yeah, that's right. Truth fucking hurts, doesn't it? Not as bad as a fire poker to the spine, I promise you. Think you're real fucking clever, huh? Still, it's nothing compared to what I'll do to you. That's a promise. Ready yourself for another swing. Yay! Let's die together. So, what's the plan, huh? You were just going to walk in here and kill me? No, nothing. Just murder your own father of a dipshit in cold blood? No, all I wanted to do was talk. Sure you did. You knew what you were talking into. What you were walking into. Oh, why do I say different words? It's strange. It's as if I had brain damage or something. Almost got me, even. Shit. Considering how useless you always were, I think this is the most proud of you I have ever been, bitch. Focus on the pain and try to control it. You're finally figuring out, aren't you? My way works. This is how you get the results. But you're still telling yourself you're different or justified. Guess what, Clarissa? I do too. Hmm. 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 Good question. Beat him. Dot, dot, dot. Bitch. Take a deep breath. Compose yourself. What a good option. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That's what he would say. Walk away. And then I walk backwards. Can't stand the heat. I need some fresh air. These haven't been touched since Grandpa died. Sex. It's just me. Sex. Exit the balcony. As she stepped outside, the fresh air in the fur brushing through it. As she looks at the city, full of smoke. Would you like to smoke? She takes in a deep breath. As she smokes the smoke from the city. Smoke, never mind. Wow. That's one giant beer belly there. Clarissa. Clarissa. Hey. Clarissa, what happened in there? What do you think? What do you think? You saw him. I see. I thought the plan was just to tell him you were going to leave the family and then get out. Didn't expect this. Self-defense clueless. Uncle, do you think I wanted this to happen? No. We'll take care of the body. Jesus. Yes. It's fine. Sometimes you make sure that you are safe, right? You know, others like take a knife and stab you 20 times just to make sure you're dead. And you hit someone with a crowbar 10 times to make sure you are safe. You learned that, right? From movies, where the people are stupid enough of like, I shot the killer in the chest, and now I'm safe, as the killer got up again instead of shooting him again in the head, which no one is doing. That would do what you want with him. I don't care. I'll be discreet. Don't worry. Is there anything else you need? I would like a moment for to myself. I'll let you be, but there are some things I should tell you first. Stay quiet and listen. Zombieland rule number 2. There is a rule where you need stamina to outrun the zombies. The family's back. The family backs you, and those who don't can be persuaded. And those who don't can be persuaded. The apes, however, will be a tougher nut to crack. Wink wink, nudge nudge. They approved of Carlo because he never questioned or challenged them, and well, there might be some concerns now. What kind of concerns? The Bloodworth family has always been a patriarchy. Having a woman, one they know little about, suddenly take charge, well, they're not going to like it. That means they'll underestimate me. Good. They won't just let you be, Clarissa. Just because they might consider you harmless doesn't mean they won't try to shut you down. But if you prove yourself to be a threat, they'll barter with you. You mean us? Well, I've been thinking about all of these. With Carlo gone, well, I'll find myself in a peculiar situation. Go on. You've always been too sharp for your own good, sticking your nose where it didn't belong, playing tricks on people. And yet, somehow, you always seem to come out on top. What can I say? I learned from the best. I'm saying that leaving the family didn't seem like something you would do. It sounded like giving up. And now? And now I see what really was brewing in the back of your mind. You could have told me this you could have told me this is what you wanted. It isn't. It isn't. It just happened. We deal with it, both of us. I'll be frank, Clarissa. I would like to retire. Retire? Retire? You? Yes, I think it's due time, and time comes for all of us. I'm not sure anyone could fill your shoes, Uncle. You don't need me, especially now, not anymore. You were born to do this. And this is what you truly want? I think so, yes. Katerina would like it. No, you will stay. You will clean my shoes. Yes. All right. Do as you please. Thank you, Clarissa. I'll do my utmost to make my leave as unnoticeable for you as possible. Tell me the truth, though. You're not only leaving because of age, are you? No. Things are changing. Have changed and I can't keep up. You will change too. In ways that will surprise us both, I'm sure. You're worried about me? Not worried. I've just seen it happen a few times now. But you don't need to hear all of this. I'll leave you I'll leave you to your thoughts. And don't worry, I'll handle the body. Wait, hold on for a second. What does that mean? Nothing. Oh, and I suppose there is one last thing. Clarissa, you've made it. You won. I believe congratulations are in order. Thank you. This is what you wanted, isn't it? Yes, I just don't feel like celebrating. Clarissa, if I may, the most terrifying thing about having aspirations and dreams is that they one day might come true. Whatever purpose we had until that point is suddenly gone. You don't understand, Uncle. It's not that I did it, it's how I did it. Then maybe this was one last stand of the old ways, the death of tradition. Does that thought bring you any comfort? A little bit. Good. It gets easier, Clarissa. Good night. Good night, Uncle. As suddenly an UFO crashes into her. What? Wow, that actually finishes her story. Okay. Interesting. Clarissa wasted no time assuming control of the Bloodworth family. She stood there in T position and asserted dominance. Her transition into power was brutal, swift, and total. Those who didn't support her were quickly dealt with. Under her rule, the Bloodworth family became the single most powerful syndicate in the city. Clemens left the family, retiring with his wife. He spent his days tending to the garden in their backyard. Every few months, the police would come around asking to talk. Every time he politely declined. For Clarissa, it soon became clear that the control of the Bloodworth family wasn't enough. The city was right there, ready to be conquered. It would take a great deal of skill to gain the trust of the great apes, the rulers of the city. Alliances had to be made, friendships forged, however temporary. After all, a friend is only a friend as long as they are useful. Truly spoken like a mafia member. Good job. The final day of university. It's called university. University.
Yeah, alright.
Those two guys again. Become mafia boss accomplished. It was fun. I think. God. It's Larry again. Man, the place already looks empty. It's like, man. Isn't it a room? Remember when we first moved in? You were sitting at your desk, studying already. What a nerd! Yeah, you know, I remember this one loser carrying a big box of old clothes and junk who ended up buying me lunch. Ah, memories. Crazy how that works, huh? That same box that you tried lifting off my bunk and failed miserably at. It's like I've said, man. I'm the brains, you're the brawn. Kind of. The latter is arguable. If you're the brains, I'm Thaddeus Rock.
Hmm? Hmm? Hmm.
A running joke among the rest of the students? Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, nerd, you made your point. Because I'm a wee nerd. Did I? I was barely getting started. Oh, by all means, continue. I love how the room is so empty again, completing the loop. Yeah. Nah, it's not as fun when you're ready for it. You want to get on with your packing the rest of your stuff and my stuff? So what's left of my stuff?
Yeah.
Not much, honestly. I stacked some of the books off to the side. Not that there were many of them. There's also a record player and your photography stuff in the dark room. Sounds like you did most of the work already then.
Eh?
Why yes, Howard. It certainly does sound like that, Howard. I wonder why that is, Howard. I was doing important stuff. Such as? Preparing mentally to help you pack.
Hmm.
And are you prepared now? No, but Shepard, I'll try. If that's the last time I touch any textbooks, I'll be happy, Howard. Thanks for making all those late night study sessions bearable, smooth, Nikki. Plenty of memories had in there. Luckily, most of them were on film. Ah, yes. The fridge.
Hey.
Got everything? Yeah, I think so. Whatever was left out here anyway.
Uh-huh.
Cool! I've got everything else. The rest is your stuff? Well, no. I grabbed an empty box and took some time to get up everything in here that belongs to, well, both of us. You keep it.
Uh-uh.
You don't even know what's in there. Fair enough. Show me. Alright, let's have a look. Scooch, let me see. Shocking! It's a bottle. It's smooth Nicky and the letter R. Like, what? Is that a bong? Scarf. A very fancy scarf. I forgot this picture. Must have been during our first week as roommates. Ah yes, the trusty dorm bong. I think this is Larry's originally. Where did this come from? Is this one yours? This looks way too nice to be either of ours. I borrowed it from Niels a while back. Why didn't you give it back? I tried to, but then I went to. But when I went to give it back, he said it was bourgeois and refused to admit it was his. Sounds about right. So, whose pile should this go into? Mine. That's fair. But don't be surprised when me and my proletariat chumps rise against you. I would like to see you try. What's next? What is this even? It's a picture? Stop being the first week. Oh, so. Okay. Wow. Our first week in the dorm. That's his voice, you dumb. Wow, our first week in the dorm. Look at what a dog you were. Speak for yourself. Nuh-uh. I look cool as shit. But now, you do too, thanks to my influence. You ever wondered who you would be if you were assigned someone else? Not until now. Yeah, it's kind of a mindfuck, right? Like, what kind of dog would you have to turn out to be if you and Wisconsin shared a room? Oh god. Or how fucking cool you would be. Can I English? Or how fucking would he be right now if he would end up with me? Or how fucking cool would he be right now if he would wound up with me? Wow. Okay. You would definitely be a lot less cool, that's for sure. The burns, man. The burns. Yeah. Maybe I would be running around in a sweater putting together little scavenger hunts. Man, you really missed out. Haha. Too bad I wasn't able to make much of a dent on your sense of humor while we were together. Alright, who should get this one? You can have it. Oh? You don't want it? I mean, you said it yourself. I look like a dog. I was just razzing you, dude. Razzer. Razzing. Is this the old form of rizzling? I was just razzing you, dude. But alright, I'll keep the picture. If only to blackmail you with later. On to the next one. Forgot that I owned this one. One of my favorites. Maybe it's just me, but the older I get, the better Smooth Nicky sounds. You want to take this, or should I? I would actually love to have it if you're okay with that. No worries, man. I think there's a remaster coming out, and this will give me the excuse I need to shell out for it. Total win-win. Thanks, Larry. Let's see what else is in there. The fuck is this? Oh yeah, I remember this one. I don't. Of course you don't. You were so wasted. We yanked this off some statue down in Yaletown. Not ringing any bells? Not really. You saw his name and thought it would be the funniest thing in the world. Which it kinda was. At least at the time. Poor Gary Wood. Funny. Alright. So, who should get this one? I'll take it. That's fair. You certainly earned it, even if you have no memory of it. Huh. Alright. What's next? What's next? Drugs. Here they are, Howie. Your two biggest competitors for the title of BFF. Bing and her trusty sidekick, Tin. Bing and Tin. I didn't realize the title was so fragile. Right? Better choose wisely then. Who gets to lay the claim to these two beauties? Why do I take the drugs? There's not even a choice. I think I should, question mark? Seriously? You smoke like way less than me and can barely handle it when you do. Fine. Fine, Karen. You can have it. It's not like I wanted it anyway. Howie, for the win. I knew it'd come through for me. But seriously, if you ever want to blaze, I'm always more than happy to share. Thanks. Now, let's see what else is left. Why do I say thanks? I don't do drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. That's everything. Really? Maybe we missed something? Nah, nah, man. It's all done. Everything we had, it's yours or mine now. That's a dramatic way of putting it.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm just in a dramatic mood today. Everything feels so final, like it's over now. The end of an era. Yeah, but the next people who move in here are going to be way lamer than we were. Damn, the self-burn is real. You're on. Losers pays a month of rent.
Eh.
Deal. He's always going into every fucking bet. You know, I'm going to miss everyone. Shit. I feel like I'm going to miss people I didn't even know. Yeah. Spoke to a few of them today. Everyone kind of cleared out while you were getting the keys to our new place. Did you see Niles?
Oh, yeah.
Sure did. He's going back to live with his dad. Nothing planned out. He didn't say that, of course. He just said, interesting things ahead. No further details? Nah, it is all too cool for you, shtick, and vanished. Almost tripped on the new trench coat he got. What's our dorm room policy on Niels again? He's secretly a good guy. He just hides it well. For all the tropes he'll criticize and rolls his eyes at, he couldn't escape being one himself. Not solemnly.
Okay, okay.
Anyway, they all got out pretty early. Like I said, we're the only ones left, and we have to be out within an hour or two. At least everything's packed and ready to go. How about you? Are you ready? I don't know. I don't really feel like going just yet. These years here, you, me, in this dorm, everyone else, it feels like that's not what I'm saying because I don't have text that I'm reading. I'm just saying things out of my brain directly to you. I feel like this was us peaking. I mean, how could it possibly get better than this? Maybe it won't, but we'll always have it as a great memory.
Yeah.
I don't want to live through memories, Howard. I want to make them. This all feels like a reset. I'm worried it won't be as good as the second time around. Of course it will, dude. Easy for you to say. You're moving in with someone. Me? I'm just crashing on someone's couch until I've got things figured out. I don't really have someone. What are you talking about, man? You have me, you idiot. Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. You're going to be somewhere else with someone else, sort of sharing a life. You know, doing what we did the last few years. You're going from one normal to another. I'm going into the unknown. You're moving in with people, aren't you? Skull and Dinah aren't exactly expecting me to stay there forever, man. They're chill, but I'm not moving in. They just know I need a place to stay for a little bit. A little bit might just be long enough to figure out what's next, man. How did you know? How would you know? I just know, man. Bro, bread. If you say so, man. I wish I had your confidence. You do, just in a different way. Yeah, maybe. Well, not to be a dramatic or anything, but is this it? Time to get going? You got to go. You got to go too, man. You've got places to be. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I figure I'll see you later or something. I've got your number. All I got to do is find a phone. Remember the time when you had to find a phone? Or just come visit. You know where we live now. Yeah. I guess I do know where you live. I'll come around when I can. Or when Skull and Dinah throw me out. You'll be best friends with Dinah and Skull before you know it. I'm sure you're welcome to join anytime, man. They always liked you more than me. You will them over with your charming personality. Too right. They ain't seen nothing yet. Good luck, you will need it. Jeez. Oh. They most certainly have not. Cool. Alright. Well, this is it then. You got everything?